Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
Boom. Back on our normal night.
Normal night.
At our normal time.
Normal time.
Our normal place.
We've been doing this for years.
Beverages. What?
Oh, fella. You know.
Oh,
there
you go. Wait, we got to do it this way. Just put it right on the edge. Just put it right on the edge.
I'm on the edge of glory. Anyway, we've been doing this for a long time.
We have been doing this for a long time. Congrats. Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's
I mean, like we're almost professionals.
Yeah, I mean, like we're the fastest growing channel on YouTube.
That's true. Yeah. Like, prove us wrong, folks.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I can't. I don't have any subscribers. I don't have anybody else's metrics. So how do I know? So realistically, how do we know we're not currently the fastest growing channel on YouTube? Nobody knows. Nobody can say. So I'm theorizing that we are. What?
You know, like you're a professional marketer, right?
Well,
I mean, as close as you can get.
As close as you can be for somebody who's been doing it for, you know, a number of years and overseas operations and wears, you know, polos to work every day and has a badge.
Yeah, you got a wardrobe. Like you're a professional.
Yeah. Sure. The amount of times I've looked at my office attire and I've just been like, I'm getting rid of all of this because it's all terrible.
So, but anyway, like, wouldn't it be nice? Like if you're doing, you know, fucking SEO or some bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could just go to like your competitors' like website and be like, what are their numbers? Like, what are they pulling in? You know, like what's?
I mean, you can.
I mean, can you though?
I mean, what numbers are you looking at? Let's break this down.
Sure. Like, I mean,
what numbers do you hope to see?
Conversions.
You want to know actual
what's ROI?
The return on. Well, we don't necessarily know the ROI.
A CTR.
The click-through rate.
I'm just throwing out terms. I don't fucking know.
He's just throwing out letters, waiting to pick me up. I mean, we don't know how much they're spending, so we can't necessarily calculate the ROI. Right. We can generally gauge how much they could be spending in, let's say, like Google ad programs, because
this is why
if we're trying to target specific keywords for specific searches, then we can kind of gauge based on the cost per click on our side what they're probably spending. If we can see that they're also paying for those ads, so we can relatively justify what they're probably daily to weekly spend is. But ultimately, like, we don't necessarily know what the conversions are going to be, because like that's all happening on their side in their system. But we can probably hypothesize based on search volume and their general market share within the industry, what they could be pulling in.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
what I do for a living. Some say, at least.
And the other thing you do is you talk shit on the internet. So, like, we're here to do that part.
Come here.
Is that a moth?
No, that was a fruit fly.
Oh, get a vacuum.
It just got really close to the camera. I don't know about you, but it is like Bug City over here now.
Dude, like, I killed a cockroach earlier. Like,
I killed a scorpion. Yep.
You killed a scorpion?
I killed a scorpion yesterday.
Jeez, like rock me like a hurricane?
No, it's just like a little scorpion. It was in my tub. I stepped on it. I was like, "This is for fucking up at Starcade," and then I was like, throw it in the toilet. Yeah, we get scorps. There's fucking flies everywhere. And then there's like little pill beetles.
Oh,
those are like that's about to be an infestation.
Well, let me tell you something, because we actually just took some measures to cut back. Now, as you can see, folks, like I apologize. Like they ain't nothing behind me. There's nothing here. Like, usually I've got colorful shit. I've got posters. My fucking dog's nails are clapping in the background. Like, fucking, it's an echo chamber in here. We did a little home construction.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, we bought a fixer upper. We have done a lot to the house, but the one thing that we haven't touched really is the master bedroom, because you know, like we're not selfish. You know, we put other people's needs in front of our own. So like we took care of the kids. We took care of, you know, like other rooms, the kitchen,
Sure.
things of that nature.
Things that responsible parents would do.
Yeah, like I mean, those are your words, so like I'm gonna take them.
I mean, that seems to be the case.
The thing is, like, and what started it all was we bought ourselves a curtain rod on clearance.
As most stories start.
That's what started all the headaches, okay?
Yeah.
So previously in the master bedroom, we got this gorgeous picture window in our master bedroom, okay? It's like an 82-inch fucking window that goes into the backyard, and you can see like the fucking garden, and it's beautiful and shit.
Sure.
But like, because we were doing so many other things to the house, we kept the original curtain rod that was here, and the curtain rod that was here was like a curtain rod that was meant for like a 60-inch window, and it was held together with like duct tape and a pencil to keep it from bending.
Sure.
And so we're like, fuck it, enough's enough. So we bought ourselves a curtain rod. Well, when you give a mouse a cookie, okay, he's gonna want a fucking glass of milk unless he's lactose intolerant, and then he might want some whiskey. But we bought the curtain rod, and we said we're not gonna put up this new fucking curtain rod without repairing the wall that has, I fucking shit you not, like 30 holes in it, 20 screws that go to nothing, and it's just it was just goddamn Swiss cheese, and it was painted fucking Nickelodeon orange for no reason. It was an accent wall, and the rest of the room is gray. So you have a fucking Nickelodeon orange fucking wall in a gray room.
You could do a lot with that.
You could. It's terrible for lighting though. So like, you know, and you know, got to figure out your lighting. So like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go whole hog, and we're gonna fix the wall, you know, before we put up the curtain rod. You start fixing one thing, that leads to another thing. Apparently, you know, we bought ourselves a fixer-upper, like I said. We start repairing the wall, and we realize the window has a huge fucking gap in it. The window was never sealed.
Wow.
So, and of course, like, you know, I'm paying, like in DeSantis country, like I'm paying out the ass in fucking electric bills.
Oh, sure.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's help me out a little bit. So we go to the store, we get a little caulk. You know, we get caulk that says it's clear.
Yeah.
But it goes on white, but it says, you know, it's dry as clear, which is horse shit. Like, if folks, as a pro at this point, I consider myself a pro.
Yep.
Okay. If you want clear caulk, it needs to be clear in the tube. Like don't
you need to see it in the chamber.
If there's anything I learned from the fucking 90s, okay? There's anything I learned from the 90s. If there's a product that says it goes on one color and then it turns into a different color, it's horse shit. It's absolute horse shit. It didn't work with sunblock. It didn't work with toothpaste. It didn't work with ketchup. Like, it just fucking doesn't work. Okay? So get yourself some clear caulk. Eventually we figured that out. We caulked the window, and then we're like, hey, you know, like, there's a pretty fucking big gap in that window. I wonder what the other windows are like. So we started going around the house. Yeah. And we're like, Jesus Christ. Like, we should have sued the inspector.
You should have.
Because, dear Lord.
Yeah.
If not, every fucking window needed something. And so, like, my daughter's window, like, if she would have fucking pushed on it a little, the whole thing would have popped out. The whole fucking piece. And then in the master bathroom, there was a gap like this big between just like the glass and the outside.
Right.
So like just fucking air was coming in. We're like, Jesus Christ. Like, you just want to put up a fucking curtain rod. You buy a curtain rod on clearance at Walmart. And it cost you $175 fucking dollars.
You're renovating the entire house.
Good God damn it. So that's why I got nothing behind me, folks.
That's okay. That's cool. Yeah. It's, you know, it's a heavy lift sometimes.
But my wife put it in such an eloquent way, in that, you know, as you know,
yep,
you know, you just kind of say the joys of home ownership, right? You know, but then when you really break it down and you really think about it, right?
Yeah,
it kind of really is, because you could be paying the same amount of money in rent somewhere.
True.
And you ain't got shit.
True. Yeah.
Like, you got nothing.
I mean, you also have sort of a freedom too. Because you're not tied down.
So you're paying for freedom.
You're paying for the freedom is what you're paying for.
That's the American way.
That is the American way. Don't pump money into the economy. That's the government's job. Let them figure it out.
That's Biden's America.
That's Biden's America. Let his old ass figure it out.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're doing a little something with the marijuana. You know, they're
not down here.
Whoa, hold on, because like apparently in like 9 months, it'll be a class 3 something, which I still don't understand what any of that means.
Yeah.
Because like where you are, where I am, you know, you're in Texas, I'm in Florida. If it ain't the devil's lettuce, you know, in either places where we are. So good luck to anybody.
What is a class or a category 3 drug? Schedule 3. So it's class 3, category 3, or schedule 3.
I don't know
drugs,
what any of
substances, or chemicals are defined as drugs with moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence. Schedule 3 drugs abuse. Oh, Schedule 3 drugs abuse potential. Drug abuse. That's not spelled correctly.
Is that a government website?
It is a government website. It is the DEA.gov. Schedule 3 drugs abuse potential. Okay. Is less than Schedule 1 and Schedule 2, but more than Schedule 4. I would never have thought that. So basically there's like not a lot going on there.
Sure.
But, you know, there's still some potential for harm. Okay. So be careful.
Right.
Read the instructions. Understand what you're doing.
Which, by the way, can we stop with the fucking inside flap on like the medic? Like, so when I'm trying to give if my kid's sick, right? And I'm trying to give them like children's Tylenol, or some bullshit. And I'm just trying to figure out like for their age, like, do I give them the 5 milligram or the 10 milligram or whatever the fuck? Like, it doesn't just tell you. It says like peel here. So you have to like fucking peel the label.
Yeah.
So that like it folds open.
Yeah.
So that you get, just tell me the fucking instructions. That's all I want to know. I don't give a fuck what's in
the flap. What do you mean tell me?
I don't want to open the flap.
You gotta like it takes 2 seconds to open a flap. Real estate on those bottles.
I don't have nails. Okay. I'm a biter. So like
I bite too.
Yeah.
Only in certain spots.
That's fair.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta take a nickel and just scratch it up.
Shiny nickel.
Yeah, or have anybody else in your house who has nails open it up for you.
Well, it's not just about me. It's about America. Like, what about all them single parents out there? They ain't got nobody.
It's a flap on a medication bottle. It's not that difficult.
I mean, if you're an amputee, it is.
You know,
I thought we were about inclusivity.
You fuck you. You do this to me all of the time. You take some innocent, innocuous thing, and then I try to give some perspective, and then you make me look like an asshole.
Do I, though?
Yes, you're doing it right now, okay? This is like well, that sounds like a you problem. I'm just over here giving my opinion. And if
Sure,
you
right.
can't follow my opinion, then maybe you're wrong.
I mean, those are your words again.
Fuck you. That's what I got to say to that. Fuck you opening your own goddamn labels.
You know, maybe I will. Maybe that's a business opportunity.
It's a business. No, there's no business in what you're trying to do right now. There's no business there. You're wrong.
Oh, what the fuck are we doing?
We're talking about the king and queen of the ring. That's what we're doing here tonight, folks.
That's right. We got ourselves one of them big old premium live events.
I feel like Backlash just happened, did it not?
I mean, we're still getting comments about it.
Well, no, yeah, but no, like Backlash was 2.5 weeks ago. It was on the 4th
of this month.
Wow, it was the first weekend of May, right? I'm not like we only did the episode 2 weeks ago.
I mean, the people won't let me forget it. So, like
May 4th.
There you go.
Yeah, you look like a real dick in that episode.
I was just telling it like it is. On your birthday, nonetheless.
On my birthday, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Still?
Good
for you.
It's at that point. Okay, because like here's the thing. I will go back and rewatch a wrestling event.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's also one of those things where it's a lot like how I view movies and TV shows today.
Okay.
If it's longer than a certain period of time in totality, and it's been a certain amount of time since it first came out, I'm okay with taking the general audience average of whether it was good or bad. So
and
it's
just getting the cliff notes, essentially.
And just getting the cliff notes.
Yeah,
like checking it out on Twitter, reading the Wikipedia, maybe finding a few clips on YouTube. That's it. I don't need to sit down and watch an entire pay-per-view or premium live event just for getting all up to speed. It was funny because like somebody the other day was asking me, they're like, wait, how do you watch Raw if you don't watch it live? And I'm like, I don't.
No.
They're like, how do you follow what's going on? And I'm like, the internet.
Yeah.
Like it's
amazing.
It's Bergman's right. Too much content.
Too much
content. Give me the quality over the quantity. That's what I need in my life.
Anytime.
Right now. Quality. Mm-hmm. I need a good quality fucking meal. Okay.
Ooh.
Listen, when I'm shoveling just garbage food into my face, that's because it's a very specific situation. Okay. But like every now and then I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to make myself a nice quality meal. Okay.
Or you can go to the Texas Roadhouse.
Or you can just go to the Texas Roadhouse. It's a fine establishment, folks.
Fine. Yeah.
Fine establishment.
Them rolls. I mean, Willie approves.
Willie does approve.
And he did you know he's still alive?
Willie, yeah, he just celebrated his birthday down here.
He's like fucking almost 100, right?
I mean, let's see. Willie Nelson. April 29th, 1933. 91 years old.
Look at him.
He's and he's still out there jamming.
If that is not an endorsement of weed, I don't know what else.
He's just out there, man. He's just out there doing his thing, always doing his thing. Motherfucking Willie Nelson. Goddamn.
Good for him.
Good for him.
You know?
Yeah.
I can't be happy for everyone, but I can be happy for Willie. You know?
Yeah, everybody can be happy for Willie.
Exactly.
It's Willie.
Everyone likes good Willie.
So yeah, I'm not gonna watch Backlash. It's come and gone.
Mm-hmm. I'm old news.
Probably gonna miss the king and queen of the king and queen of the ring.
This is in Saudi, right?
This is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I won't watch it on principle. So
I mean that's also fair.
Exactly.
This is, I could be wrong.
Oh shit! Willie's
touring with Bob Dylan. Fuck Bob Dylan.
Really?
Fuck Bob Dylan.
You're not a Bob Dylan guy.
No.
What about his son?
Duncan Jones or whatever his name is.
I mean, he's a singer for the Wallflowers, so I don't know.
The movie director? No, wait, I'm thinking of Bowie's kid. Which Bowie's fucking over. You know, fuck David Bowie too.
Oh yeah, he get canceled too?
Huh?
What?
Did who? Did who? What?
Did David Bowie get canceled?
No, he's dead.
Well, I know he's dead as fuck, but like people are canceling dead people all the time.
Well, I mean, I think he did try to hook up. We don't need to go there. So I'm not going to be watching the event on Saturday. We're trying to talk about this fucking wrestling shit. We don't need to get into Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson, okay?
Times they are changing.
Times they are changing. Yeah, but I could be wrong, but I think this is the first King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring, like, event.
How the fuck can this company
in a while
put on a goddamn Queen of the Ring where all the fucking ladies are going to have to wear Under Armours?
Dude, it is. Well, they crowned the winners last year in Saudi Arabia, and it makes no fucking sense. Like, you're going to it is, to me, I don't like it. I'm not going to get into the. I just don't like it. I think
stance.
It is not cool with me. Yep.
It is also not cool with me. Like, I think it's horse shit.
I think it's horse shit.
I think it's absolute horse shit. Like, I understand like people's cultures.
Yeah.
And whatever, but it's not a great one. Let's be on board here. It's not a great one.
When you force women to dress a certain way in public, I don't appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
When you force anybody to dress a certain way in public, I don't appreciate that.
No, exactly.
Yeah, as long as they're decent, okay?
Well, what's decent?
What the fuck was that? I mean,
Bergman with the facts. Coming in hot.
The last tournament was in 2021. But when was the last actual King of the Ring pay-per-view event? Because I know they've been doing the tournament.
Pay-per-view?
The last King of the Ring, the actual last designated King of the Ring event.
Let's talk about this a little bit. Okay. Because this really grinds my gears a little bit. Okay. Tournaments and wrestling have gone together since the fucking Romans, right?
Yeah.
I presume. Because, like, I don't know. I wasn't there. But when I did, my little stint in amateur wrestling, like, you went to a fucking tournament. And when you went to a tournament, it was a one-day motherfucking tournament to where you wrestled your goddamn ass off.
Right.
Round after round after round. I mean, for me, it was like usually one and done because I sucked. But like, other than that, you would be there until you fucking won or you lost.
Right.
None of this goddamn, we're doing one match on Raw. We're doing one match on SmackDown. And then the fucking winners get to face each other. No, fuck you. Okay. I want a one-night goddamn tournament. That's what I want.
So that's how they used to do it back in the day.
Fucking A.
Like back in the 80s. I mean, you go back to 85 when they were just doing like they would do a show for it, and literally the entire tournament would be in one night.
In one night.
But you would have, let's see. So in 85, Don Morocco won. There were 14 matches.
I mean, that's a long night.
That is a long night.
Yeah.
I personally don't care to sit through 14 matches for a single tournament. I'm perfectly okay with there being a handful of qualifiers, a handful of tournament matches on your Raws and SmackDowns, and even house shows. Give the house shows.
We talked about this.
About this the other week. Yeah. Give people something to really sink their teeth into.
Make
at a house show.
Feel something.
Qualifiers. Do qualifiers, and then report on them online.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to. Guess what? It's gonna promote your fucking live events. Like, do that.
That's marketing.
People know they exist, and it's free marketing. You own the product. You own the account.
You could do it tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow. I'll do it for you. I got time.
Give me the pencil.
Give me the pencil. I got lots of time coming up. Okay. And then I want to say, like, when they made it into like an actual like pay-per-view event, it was what, 91. they would do. Oh no, they would still do an entire. Yeah, the in 91 they did the entire tournament in the first round or in one night. First round, quarterfinals.
And the winner of that was
in 91. It was Bret Hart.
Bret Hart, right?
Okay, yeah. So, people of note who have won King of the Ring.
Okay, this was great.
You got your Don Morocco. He was number 1.
Right.
Obviously, you got your King Harley.
Okay,
and then you've got your Macho King.
Right.
DiBiase won, which I didn't realize. Tito Santana. Who I got a cameo for. Oh, I didn't tell you about the cameos my brother sent me.
Well, you told me about the one.
The one. I got 2 more.
Oh, you did?
I got 2 more.
Okay. All right.
So he sent me a cameo for my birthday from Tito Santana. He sent me another one later in the day from D'Lo Brown.
Fuck D'Lo Brown.
And then he sent me one at the end of the day from Vince Russo.
Oh.
He said when he submitted the one to Vince Russo, Russo got back to him within 5 minutes with like a 2-minute cameo.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, that motherfucker had nothing going on.
I mean, no one's booking that dude.
So. And I got to say, I'm not a Vince Russo fan, but the motherfucker sold this cameo.
Okay.
He is so engaged. Like it is like it was like he was on TV cutting a promo. Like he was into it. It was kind of weird, kind of awkward.
I mean, he's earned his money. So
has he?
I mean, the money your brother gave him, so
there's that. Okay. But anyways, yeah, you got Bret Hart back-to-back years. Well, not back-to-back, 91, 93. Owen won it. Mabel won it. You got the Austin 316.
The most famous one.
Triple H. Ken Shamrock 98, which is one I completely forgot about.
Yeah, it didn't do much for him.
Yeah, it didn't really, which was weird because he was kind of always in the mix for the time he was there.
Yeah.
Billy Gunn, which what a fucking bomb that was. Angle, Edge, Lesnar, and Lesnar was the last event of the King of the Ring. That was 2002.
Okay.
That was just around the time of the brand split.
Right.
And then they were doing it on TV. So you had Booker T, which if anybody has taken the King gimmick and fucking ran with it, okay, you got your Randy Savage.
I mean, Macho King and
Macho King was gold.
Yeah.
Like you think of Macho Man, like that is something you think of immediately.
I mean,
like most of these other guys.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a whole era of Macho Man was Macho King.
Like Austin winning the King of the Ring definitely helped put him on a new level. But I would say more people remember that night because of Austin 316 and not the fact that he won the King of the Ring.
Yes.
Like the King of the Ring is an afterthought
in
his career, in my opinion. Booker won it, ran with it, loved it. I thought Regal worked.
The thing with Regal, though, was I loved it. I loved that it happened. I loved that it happened for him. But really, it died.
It did.
And I think he got popped for coke or something. Like pretty close after that.
See, I thought this was his rebound.
Yeah, but then it was supposed to be.
Oh,
but
something may have happened.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ups and downs, gutters and strikes. Yeah, but then like after that, it's just all TV stuff. And like it also like everybody really leaned into the King gimmick, which to me didn't work.
It worked for 2.
It worked. Well, yeah, it worked for Randy.
Right.
It worked for Booker.
Well, didn't Baron Corbin try to pull that off too?
He did, but it was like,
but it didn't work.
It didn't because like Sheamus did it, Wade Barrett did it, Baron Corbin did it, Xavier Woods did it, and it was just kind of like it was a lot of sizzle, not a lot of meat there. In my I don't look at any of those guys' careers and think, oh wow, when they were king, that was a good time.
That really, I mean, Baron Corbin had more positive impact on his career as the hobo
Is the hobo
than fucking King of the Ring. Yeah,
that's true. So I hope they don't do that this time around.
right.
Rogan says, geez, in 2019 final between Corbin and Chad Gable went 19 minutes on TV.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, when you look at Chad Gable now,
I mean, right. I mean, exactly. I
Chad
will
Gable
say,
then, they were still trying to like figure
if
it
we're
out.
going to talk about probably the most impressive performance of King of the Ring, I have to say probably the most impressive performance for King of the Ring ever.
Okay.
2001. And it's got to go to my boy, Kurt Angle.
Yeah?
Because people remember 2001 Kurt Angle, King of the Ring, only for Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon in the street fight that he fucking belly to bellied him through the glass or didn't.
That is, yeah.
He also wrestled 2 other times on that show.
He wrestled Christian and he wrestled Edge.
Yes.
Yeah, Edge beat him due to outside interference from Shane McMahon. But yeah, that is like prime time Kurt Angle.
Oh, he was a goddamn machine. Like I think the opening match of the show was him versus Christian that easily went 15. And then he wrestled Edge. And then he wrestled fucking Shane McMahon, which that went 20.
Yeah. Do you want to know the actual amount of time he wrestled Christian and Edge combined?
Please.
Like 20 minutes.
Insane.
Christian was just under 9. Edge was just over 10. And then he wrestled Shane McMahon for 26 minutes.
Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Dude could go.
Dude could absolutely go.
And the crazy thing is like 2001 King of the Ring, that was the kickoff for the invasion angle.
Yes, it was.
Like Booker T makes the run in. Shit goes crazy. Like that was 2001 was a weird year. But like
it was, yeah.
In my opinion, this pay-per-view was really the end of an era.
The King of the Ring
about it.
Yeah.
King of the Ring 2001 is like the end of an era. I feel like this pay-per-view is the true end of the Monday night. Basically everything up to that point. Like that was the end. ECW, WCW. Yeah, like because after this, you get the invasion, you get the brand split, you get just ruthless aggression era, which, you know.
Bergman and Hot with his 2000 King of the Ring was also underrated. Wrestled Jericho, Crash, RIP, and Rikishi all in one night.
All in one night.
The man is fucking I mean, give him all the painkillers. He'll just keep going.
No. We do not condone that. I think that could be like a class 1. I don't know.
Yeah, what's the schedule?
On that? I mean, the 2000 King of the Ring, you've got a pretty stacked card.
I mean, even just the 2001 one was stacked. Like the main event of that one was Austin, Jericho, and Benoit, with the rumors that if Jericho or Benoit won, they were going to defect to WCW with the belt.
Right.
With a heel Austin.
So,
which was so weird.
2001 had less matches. Like, I'm looking at the card for 2000. This thing is overloaded.
How many matches are on that card?
11 matches.
Wow.
But, like, these are some of the names. You got Rikishi, Benoit, Guerrero, Jericho, Kurt Angle, Edge and
Hot.
Perks schedule. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the insight. You got a 4-way elimination tag team match.
Okay.
Briscoe versus you got Pat Patterson versus Gerald Briscoe. And a hardcore evening gown match.
Oh, Lord.
Then you've got DX versus Dudleys. And then The Rock and the Brothers of Destruction versus the McMahon-Helmsley regime. This is too much.
It's too much.
Reading this, I'm like, I'm tired.
I'm exhausted.
Like there's a lot here.
And you know they were trying to get it in under 3 hours.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Because that was the era of like we can go like 2:45 on pay-per-view, but we can't go over.
You have 2 matches that go over 10 minutes.
That's it.
Most of the matches go under 5. Rikishi Benoit, 325. Crash Holly Bull Buchanan, 407. Hey, Quill. Rikishi Val Venus, 315. Angle Crash Holly, 358. Patterson and Briscoe, 307. Like they were flying through these matches. If I watch this today, I'd be like, there's too much and not enough at the same time. I'm gonna go do something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Overall, with King of the Ring's past, who do you say? And we're gonna ignore Randy. We're gonna ignore Booker.
Okay.
Who do you feel really was set out on a new level after the King of the Ring? And we're also going to ignore Austin because we know how that all works.
Right. Honestly, I think it's Owen. I think
it is Owen.
I think Owen benefited the most.
He did.
Because it gave him the new gimmick of the King of Hearts.
Yes.
And it separated it elevated him to the same status as Brett.
It did.
And gave him that like whole new dynamic as a worker. And you know, once he was the King of Hearts, and then he snowballed that into the Slammy Award winning.
Yep.
Where he just fucking went and stole the Slammy.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
That is the best answer.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's the only correct answer.
I agree.
Outside of the 2 guys who really leaned into it, and the 1 guy who basically had that the moment after. See, that's why I don't really consider Austin's win.
Oh, and that tournament was dog shit too.
Like
him versus Jake Roberts was fucking awful.
Yeah, what was
horrible?
What was the match card on that looking like? Yeah, you had.
Oh, wait, and Bergman and Hot here. The tournament was 32 people.
It's like No Mercy screens, 3 to 7 of character selection come to life.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the tournament when Austin won was kind of dog shit. And like his promo after the fact is what made him.
Yeah.
Because look at this list. Like, hey, Billy Gunn won in the King of the Ring. Look how great that did for him. Dude looks like a fucking machine now, though. I mean, so good for him.
Yeah.
And he's still getting paid. But Owen, yes, 100%. The guy who this really pushed him to the next level.
Absolutely.
I think it allowed him to break out. I think it allowed him to stand on his own. I think it allowed him to be more in the forefront of everything that was going on, and just be somebody who you always recognize as being around in that era. Like, I feel like he was really able to make more noise this way.
Yeah, I think if you honestly, like, if you really think about it, like the 2001 King of the Ring, I mean, Edge won the King of the Ring, but really the one who benefited most from it was Christian.
Christian broke out after that
because he did Edge got the Stanley Cup.
Yep.
And then during the invasion angle, Christian did the turn.
Yep.
Which elevated him really to the next level. And Edge didn't really do fuck all of anything for a long time.
I feel like Edge was already sort of on this. We'll say he was already kind of on the rocket, but he was just going at a good pace.
Right.
I mean, it was only a few years after this that he ended up winning the title, wasn't it?
I mean,
when did he win the title?
Him and his feud with Cena was probably 2005, 2006, right?
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, because he wins the Money in the Bank, and He won the Money Bank in 2005, and I
Mm.
want to say he won the title the January after because it was New Year's Revolution.
God damn! Look at me. Like I know
Look
a
at you
thing or
go.
two.
Look at you go. My
Look
brother
at
and I
that.
were supposed to go to that show, but we opted not to. Cashes in 2006.
There you
Bang,
go.
bang, boom. Get this fly. Yeah, I feel like he was already on an uphill trajectory. So I don't think, dude, there's fucking fruit flies everywhere. I don't think it was something that like he needed necessarily, but I think it helped establish him.
Yeah, but also like if you really think about it, like then what I don't know if was Invasion the next pay-per-view after that one?
After in 2001?
Yeah.
No. Oh shit, it was.
Yeah, because like then he faces Lance Storm, right?
Hey. Don't you dare sully the good goddamn name of Lance Storm.
I mean, I might be the biggest Lance Storm fan there is.
Yes.
Listen, here's a little insight, okay? Back when your boy was a tape trader.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're talking VHS, all right?
Talk to me.
And we're talking about the early days of the internet when you had to go on websites and you could just get like a compilation video VHS, right? Whatever you wanted. Your boy paid top dollar for the best of Lance Storm.
Good for you.
Okay. And it was worth every penny.
Lance Storm, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated and underappreciated wrestlers to ever lace him up.
As a matter of fact, when I first went to the wrestling school, right? Josh asked me, "Who's your favorite wrestler?" And I said, "Lance Storm." And he said, "What?" It's like, excuse me.
Dude, you go back and you watch some of Lance Storm shit. He is on time. He is on point. He's laying it in there. He's making everything look good. It's, you believe it. Edge is more made from his feud with Angle. Yeah, I fully agree with that too. Like the feud between him and Angle, I think is definitely what really cemented Edge as a upper mid tier guy, a fan favorite, a solo worker.
Yeah.
And then I mean from there he was made.
He really was. He would and so was Christian too. Like once he got the pyro entrance, good God, to the moon.
Yeah. To the moon.
Him and Meanie.
Him and Meanie. Blew Meanie to the moon, you know?
And look at Christian now. He's still doing the goddamn. He's getting a world title shot.
He's still out there doing his thing.
I mean, there's 37 belts over there, so it doesn't mean anything. But like, he's still up there.
Yeah. Okay. So 2001, you've got the match between Angle and Shane. Balls crazy, as I ever remembered it.
Like, to this day, like so I put on King of the Ring 2001. You know, I like my rowing machine.
Yep.
You know, I'll put an event on. And I'll start doing my rowing. I'm watching this goddamn match, and I'm like, how has no one stopped this?
Oh my God!
Like if this happened today, it would have been stopped like 5 fucking minutes in.
Oh my God! It's gross. Like that is a
fucking believable.
I think. Okay, and maybe this is a discussion for another day. 2 of the grossest matches I can think of off the top of my head from the WWE. This match and Rock versus Mankind at the Royal Rumble.
I've recently watched that one too.
It's gross.
It is uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable. The thing with Kurt and Shane, it's the spots at the entryway with the glass and that fucking thud.
Oh, the thud.
When Shane just gets dropped on his goddamn head.
It's not fun.
Oh God. Even back then I was like, oh, that is just sickening. And it's just like wet meat just like slapping the cement.
The thing is, like, and I think a lot of people will probably throw in like Mankind, Undertaker, Hell in a Cell in that
Yeah,
too, but it's different. And
it is different.
and I'll tell you why. Because with the Mankind Hell in a Cell stuff, like he was taking his own bumps. You know, he had
Oh,
planned
Foley.
he Foley had planned all that stuff out. He planned the table spot going through the cage. So I mean, obviously, like the chair smashing him in the
Couple things that
not
didn't
great,
go as planned.
right? But like the Rock Mankind match, like when you if you dig into it, like he was only supposed to take like 3 chair shots,
Yeah.
and he ended up taking like 17 or
Well,
some shit.
wasn't the story, and I could be wrong here, but wasn't the story that like The Rock kind of took liberties with the situation?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Well, it was kind of both. It was kind of he took liberties, but also like Foley didn't get to this to the X on the floor, the spot fast
Okay.
enough. So like, what's a brother supposed to do? You know, there's
Maybe
a little
not
bit of that.
smash a
Oh,
chair over his head
yeah.
12 times.
Bergman says the Eddie JBL
Oh, that
as
gig.
well. You know,
Yeah.
that's the deep gig. The deep gig. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, now.
Like even sometimes when Sean would get that deep gig, and
That
you're
was, like,
just
more
like,
so in his later career too.
well, right, because whatever at that point. But any type of deep gig where I'm just like, man, like they better end this quick because like homie's got to get stitched up, like,
Yeah.
and it still goes 10 more. You're like, fuck, man.
It's
But
wild.
anyway,
Anyways, so yeah, love the idea of Owen as definitely somebody who gained from it. Absolutely. Now we got the show coming up this weekend.
that's right.
Have you been following the developments?
A little bit.
Ooh.
And only to know that I'm absolutely the best booker on the face of the planet. Because god damn it, if I did not say on this motherfucking show, what, like 3 weeks ago, the winner of the King of the Ring tournament was going to be Gunther, and all you marks out there were just like, no, it's going to be Jey Uso.
No.
All you marks.
Yeah.
Give me the pencil.
Give this man the pencil. He knows what's up. My money was on Gunther too. I think
that's because you're a pro.
That's because I'm a pro and I know what's up. And I think, and here's tying it back to the conversation we were just having. I think this is something Gunther doesn't need it, but this very well could help solidify him as a top guy. Not that he'll become a top guy immediately afterwards, but it gives him another level to step up to and use for the next year. Hopefully, I hope he doesn't fucking do a King Gunther gimmick where he's coming out in a goddamn throne and a crown for the next 8 to 12 months. But I hope this allows him to become more involved with the main event picture.
See, I wouldn't necessarily mind. I mean, I don't think it needs to be a crown, or anything. But like what they did with that, with like the Stanley Cup that they gave him, like give Gunther a medal, like
give him a Chewbacca medal.
Give Chewbacca a fucking medal, but don't let Gunther wear it. Let one of his lackeys carry it for him.
Yeah, he's got the one lackey.
I mean, I don't follow products, so like whatever.
Right.
And then that way, his lackey's got a piece of business that he can work with, right? And you give him the title of King of the Ring without it being so literal, but it gives him credence. I mean, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, like obviously that means something, but it's over. It's over.
Right.
Like you can't keep long. It's something fucking Corey Graves can shove down your fucking throat whenever he's in the ring, and that's about it. Like that's all that it's worth now.
Yeah.
Give it's like fucking Michael Keaton with a pair of glasses. Give him a piece of business that he can work with. All right, give him a turtleneck. Give him something.
Yo, no joke. If they started setting Gunther out there in a fucking turtleneck and like a pair of fake glasses, that could be interesting.
It could be something.
Yeah, especially if he's still like slapping the shit out of dudes and just power bombing them into oblivion.
Oh, I'm not going to try to pronounce that at all, but it would be cool.
It would be, maybe.
I mean, I don't know what it means.
Oh, let's find out.
As long as it's not racist. We can do a little Google Translate here.
It's okay. King. Listen,
sure.
It's been a long day for us, folks. So yeah, I got my money on Gunther. I think ultimately it's gonna come down to him versus Randy.
Yeah, which I mean, like, the only thing I could see, Randy's done it all.
He has,
except
he has not won King of the Ring
for winning. Sorry,
Bergman.
The thing is, like, it's kind of like the thing with Bailey, right?
Right.
She did everything except win the Royal Rumble.
Right.
So they gave her the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I could see them doing that with Randy if he really gave a shit about King of the... I mean, he doesn't give a shit about anything. But, like, if he gave a shit about actually winning King of the Ring, I could see them being like, all right, you've earned it.
Yeah, but, like... that doesn't go anywhere for me, though.
I mean, it takes the title off that fucking no-talented fucking Damian Priest. That's about all it does.
What do you mean? Well, no. No, because he's not even on that show.
Oh, that's right. It's got to be against Cody, right?
I mean, like, does the winner actually get a title shot? Like, did we?
I think they've established that. Yeah.
Because like that would be cool if they actually do that on like some of the more recent years. Yeah, I don't know, because the money, if they're leading to a title shot, the money's on Gunther and Cody.
Oh, can we talk about the money for a minute?
The money?
Yeah, the money.
What money?
Because last week I went on a rant about how wrestling doesn't make sense anymore. Because, like, the whole point is you gotta get paid as a fucking
buckle up, folks, and lean back.
As a fucking professional.
Here he goes.
When I go watch the 2001 King of the Ring, and the whole conversation is about how much fucking money the winner of the King of the Ring was gonna get. Wrestling used to make sense, folks. When fucking JR and Paul Heyman were at the fucking booth, wrestling used to make sense. Talk about the money.
I mean, that you're not wrong. Like,
talk about the money.
Yeah, they could do that.
This is a fucking capitalist society. All right, we're in a recession. Talk about the money.
We know how much TKO is earning.
Fucking A. Like, I mean, the fucking throwaway line at WrestleMania with fucking Roman Reigns saying you count three, that's a $3 million bonus. Talk about that. That makes it interesting. That makes it real. Talk about the money.
It does make, you know.
If I fucking get the pinfall, I get health care. Talk about the benefits. I get a fucking 401k. Make it real.
If he wins the entire tournament, he's going to get 401k plus matching.
Exactly. Goddamn HSA. I don't give a shit. Something.
Okay. Yeah, this does more for Gunther than it does Randy.
100%.
Randy doesn't need it.
Nope.
If you want to do Randy and Cody down the road, you can get there very easily. It's Randy Orton. All he has to do is hit an RKO and become bad guy Randy Orton. It's believable. It's simple.
I don't want it to happen though, because the current Randy Orton is my favorite Randy Orton.
Yes.
Did you see the fist bump thing?
Oh, where you tried to give the fan the fist bump?
Yeah. And then got left hanging, but then somebody else fist bumped him, and he's just like, okay.
Sure.
That's my Randy Orton. That's the guy I want.
Yeah.
I don't want the title on him, but I want him on my TV constantly.
Yeah. Bergman's saying that would be an interesting spin. Become long. Change the actual financial structure of the company by royal edict. That's fun.
It's interesting. It's real.
Yeah. See, and you know what? And if they were going to go the goofy gimmick with the king, have him do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have him come out and like, demand that the entire ring be changed, or have the queen come out and demand like all this stuff be different. All the refs are wearing different shirts.
You know what got over? Because it was fucking real.
What?
The goddamn 1-2-3 Kid versus Razor Ramon for $10,000. That's all. Talk about the money.
He's still fixated on the money. Okay. Well, we've got another tournament happening this weekend.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
And that is the Queen of the Ring. Which, interesting here. Because right now, it looks like it could be a very interesting matchup in the finals. Bergman, that's why Chelsea Green should have won. Yes!
The man knows. Give that man the pencil.
Chelsea Green is somebody who put her in a position like this, and you've got miles to run with.
Yep.
Like, her doing her where's the manager gimmick. Okay, I want to speak to the manager, but literally throwing the weight around of I'm the queen. It's like just going up to everybody.
Listen, because
just dropping trash in front of them, making like backstage hands like bend over so she could like walk up things.
Yep.
Gold, money. Give her all the titles. Give her all. Give her everything.
Because let me tell you something. Nia Jax as Queen of the Ring does nothing for me.
It does and it doesn't.
I mean, unless she's coming out with a Mabel throne, it does nothing.
I could see her taking it home. Because, like, she's been getting a lot of play lately.
Right.
And I think it's they need somebody like her who can be physically imposing and actually be like a dominating threat, but they need to stop giving her the Big Show angle of, yeah, she's this big monstrous force, but she's gonna get punched in the face and then that's gonna be it. Like kind of like that thing they would do with Big Show every couple of years of like, you're a big nasty heel, bruh. And then you're gonna get the shit beat out of you by like all the new guys.
By like Floyd Mayweather.
Which made no sense. Because right now you've got Lyra Valkyria, who just came up from NXT. Valkyria, rather, who just came up from NXT. She's already in the finals.
Right.
Which to me is like shocker.
I mean, it's a hot shot.
It's a hot shot.
Which they haven't really done in a while.
They haven't done in a while. So maybe they're really looking to elevate her immediately. But I think if you put her with Nia, that allows there to be a little bit of heel heat. And I think it allows for a baby face to continue fighting her way up.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Because your champions right now are who? You got Becky Lynch.
Right.
You've got Bayley. So 2 fan favorites right there.
Right.
Your women's tag champions, I believe, are still Jade and Bianca.
Right.
So again, that's a team of baby faces. Right now, your entire women's division is led by baby faces. Not that that's a bad thing, but much like the Cody Rhodes situation, you need a true heel to be in the mix.
That's right.
Which is why I think they've got him going up against Logan right now.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing.
But who else in the company right now could be considered on that level who is a true heel?
I mean, obviously they're building up Solo Sikoa. to get there.
Right.
But he's not there.
He's not there yet.
He's not there. And then I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Tama Tonga. Like, I don't get it. Like,
I just assume
yelling.
he's being Tama Tonga.
He's just yelling.
He's just, which does he need to do anything else? But just
no, he doesn't.
Fierce and aggressive.
I mean, that's fine. Absolutely fine. But like at some point, homie's gonna have to cut a promo. Like,
maybe.
I mean, unless Heyman's gonna talk for him, then
Heyman should talk for everybody.
I mean, he really should.
Yeah.
Can we just have fucking Paul Heyman explain how? I mean, he's not the guy to explain how the payments work because like the checks will bounce. But like, other than that,
yeah,
explanation of everything.
Yeah, but I think you give it to Nia on the women's side because you need somebody in that position, and I feel like right now. There's too many baby faces on top right now.
But do you go heel winner in the men's, heel winner in the women?
Why not?
Yeah, give those Saudis some heat. You know what? Give them the heat. Fuck it.
You have Gunther win.
Right.
Okay. He's gonna beat Randy Orton. You have Nia Jax win. Okay. And then you have Cody and Logan finish. Cody goes over for the
I mean, top. Logan ain't winning. So
Logan ain't winning. Fucking better not win.
Can he at least get someone in the fucking prime bottle who's not gonna fucking drop the F-bomb every 5 goddamn seconds?
Somebody with like a little bit of training, you know,
right?
Or like have a really, informal, informed rather talking to prior.
Right,
like, hey,
exactly.
Maybe just shut the fuck up.
Can we like if you're gonna get Mr. Beast, like can he fucking not like drop the F-bomb or whoever the fuck you're gonna get?
Was. I have no idea who that guy was last time. But yeah, I think that's how it shakes out. Gunther, this is gonna elevate him to the next level where he needs to be. Nia, so you can really incorporate more of a heel force within that division. I mean, I know they got Liv right now, but Liv's kind of people like Liv. And this is the thing they need to get away from. They need to get away from people who are portraying heels that the fans also love.
Right.
Because and I think that's kind of I think that's a situation with Cody. I think that's a situation that Rhea was into
100%.
And I get it, like you don't need to have them wrestle as heels, that's fine, but you can't do it's a tough dynamic to book that way.
The heel should not be the fan favorite over the babyface.
Never.
Like Rhea was with Becky at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to see Becky win.
No. Nope. So yeah, that is where I'm placing my hat.
I think it's a good hat.
Yeah. And just to run through the rest of the card, you got Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. I wouldn't be surprised if Liv wins, but I don't think that's going to happen just yet. I think you're going to have Sami Zayn go over Chad Gable and Bronson Reed.
I think so.
And then I think you're going to have Cody Rhodes going over Logan Paul.
Yeah.
So you're going to have, you might get 2 pieces of heat by the end of the show. But I feel like it's going to be mostly baby faces going over.
I would agree.
At least in the non-King of the Ring ones.
In the non-King of the Ring. Yeah, you might end up with the King and Queen of Heat.
And why not?
Give it to him.
Yeah, give it to him.
Yeah.
The bad guys don't always win.
I mean, actually, now thinking about it, like Nia's already mostly covered in her outfit. So like
she'd wear the same thing.
She'd wear the same thing and go over. That makes sense. You know what? They've telegraphed that one. So there you have it, folks.
There you have it, folks.
We've done it.
I think, it's going to be and I think Not so much the event itself. I think the aftermath is going to be very interesting to stay up to date with and to keep watching because, again, I think you're going to start seeing some. I think you're going to start seeing some moves happening.
Hopefully they can keep this rolling because, God damn it, if wrestling's never been hotter,
it's hot.
It seems like it's cooling a little bit, but hopefully they can keep the steam going.
I think that's needed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because like the build to Mania was so intense.
It was a goddamn inferno,
and even like the little bit of time afterwards was still very hot. I feel like right now they got to slow it down a bit. They got to make sure they got everybody nice and healed up, recovered. They got to make sure everybody's in the right space. And then I think because I think Clash at the Castle is after this one.
Right.
Which let's see. Yeah. Clash at the Castle, which is middle of June. So that's in a couple of weeks. That I think will be an interesting one. That's going to be built around, I feel like, Drew and Punk.
Can I just say something? Might be a little controversial.
Okay.
Can Punk just stay injured? I think that's better for everybody. Like, if he could just stay.
Well, I mean, he was never really injured.
Well, I mean, that's true. But if he could just stay with something torn for, like, ever, I think everyone's better off.
Yeah.
Just as a thought.
Perhaps. Maybe. But yeah, I think it's a little bit slow right now. It's starting to cool off, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing either.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
And I think if you can come in hot with SummerSlam with a fucking like banger,
SummerSlam is going to be a banger. Can't not be.
And
they can't afford for it to be not a banger.
I'm going to put this out here right now.
Give me my banger. What?
As a goddamn prediction.
Yeah.
As a man who knows nothing and barely follows the product, I think your SummerSlam main event is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
No.
I think it's happening. I think they're going to bring him back.
Cody and Brock are done. Like that saga has ended.
I don't think so.
Well, that
I don't think so.
And I think Brock is still tied up with some ongoing lawsuits and litigations. I think
might go to arbitration.
I don't know anything about that. I'm not a lawyer.
Bergman, if you got any opinions.
Bergman, feel free to say no.
I just had jury duty. So
I got jury duty next week.
Do you?
Yeah. They fucking got me.
Dude, it was great. I went in there. Fucking they called me in. I had to sit in like a waiting room for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They told me to go up to a courtroom. I sat outside the courtroom for like 20 minutes.
Yep.
The judge came out and was like, well, there were fucking 2 cases today. For the first one, the defendant didn't show up. He posted bail and ran.
Okay.
So like there's no like he's in trouble. Bergman's got opinions.
We'll leave that at that.
And then the second one, they're like, yeah, like the defendant changed lawyers and he's not ready. So like you guys can leave.
So were you dismissed? I
was dismissed after like maybe half an hour of being there. I'm like, this is great. This is wonderful. Goddamn the legal system. You know.
I had to do jury duty once in New York.
Did you get picked?
I did not. I got picked. Brother, I was one of the last 4 people during the interview process. They interviewed at least 20 to 30 people before me. And I was like one of the last 4.
See, I think if you're last, they've run out of people to reject.
Basically,
like, they just got to take. I mean, Bergman, I don't know the legal system, so like you gotta fucking whatever, grain of salt.
So many people just didn't want to be there.
I mean, I didn't want to be there.
I don't want to be there.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to be there next week, but I got to show up.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments about your, what are your, put a prediction in the comments.
Yes. Okay? Throw it out there on the internet. People will be supportive.
Let us know who you think is going to win the King of the Ring. Let us know who you think is going to win the Queen of the Ring. let us know who you think is going to win whatever jury court case that I'm going to have to go sit in on. I don't know what I'm dealing with, but leave a comment down below. Let us know you're there. Let us know what you like.
That's
Let us know
right.
what you don't like.
Yeah, and if for God's sakes, folks, go get yourself a t-shirt. Support this show. It's the only way we make any type of fucking. I mean, we have so many subscriptions of things that actually cost money to put the show on.
Yeah,
like we would love any help.
Buy a shirt
at all.
Buy a magnet. Buy a blanket.
Anything.
And subscribe and watch. You know, right now the subscriber count's going up, which we seriously appreciate. But folks, we got to get those watch numbers up. Okay,
yeah.
Start watching. Tell your friends. Get 10 people. Okay, get 10 people together, and every day have all 10 people watch 2 episodes.
And they don't have to actually watch. Like you can put it on and leave the room.
2 episodes and just like run a marathon. Okay,
call up your playlist.
We have playlists.
Well, we should like promote those.
They're on. I mean, they're on. Go to youtube.com/brainwrecktv and look at the many playlists that we have.
There you go. You just did it.
We're also in podcast form. So if you have YouTube music, you can listen to us without the video. But why would you want to without these?
You can see the sweet jersey.
You can see these. You know, look at this guy. Okay. All the cool shit I got in the background.
So much cool shit.
Who's like at my feet because he wants to eat. All right, that's end.
All right,
I want to go.
Well, that's enough. So for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham,
and this has been your show.
Peace.